5-year-old rocking horse. You can get these on Facebook Marketplace for like 30 bucks. But have you seen the new rocking horses that they're selling? Introducing the Power Pony. So this thing costs $500. Is it much cooler than the old one? Yes. But I feel like it's also way more dangerous. Oh, yeah. We have 11 more products that I bought the vintage version of and the new version of to compare and see if they evolved for the better over the years or if they literally got worse. We've got products in 3 categories: tech, arts and crafts, and toys. Starting with tech products. We are taking it back to 2005. Are we calling 2005 vintage? I feel like we are because that was almost 20 years ago at this point. Let me know if you remember Webkinz. Those of you that don't know, these little guys were insanely popular because you'd get the little plushie, and this was one of the first ever toys that you could actually play with it virtually as well. Back in the day, these cost about $15. We found this one on eBay for $50. Supposedly, its code has never been opened, so I'm hoping we can download our little kitty into virtual Webkinz. Don't worry, I also picked up a backup Webkinz just in case the first code doesn't work. I wasn't even entirely sure if they still make Webkinz, but sure enough, they do, but some things have definitely changed. Wow, look how cute the packaging is. This is a first edition of the Webkinz plushies. I don't think I like him. And what's so interesting about these plushies is there's a whole new website. All right, here we are on webkinz.com. Oh, it looks like it's called Webkinz Next. I'm not gonna lie, I hate it. Why do they look like that? This one's just so much cuter and happier, the classic. I can't believe it, but all 3 of the Webkinz codes actually worked. Oh my goodness, it looks just how I remember it. First, the arcade. A Wheel of Wow.
That was my favorite.
What are we gonna get? Pink flowers? Polar plunge. Oh, here we go. What am I supposed to be doing? Oh, getting snowflakes. Ah! Oh no. I got $7 though. And second, I want to finally complete the Crown of Wonders by going mining for some gems.
You've already had your turn searching for gems today. Come back tomorrow for another go.
Watch me come back every single day for the rest of the year until I complete that crown. All right, I could be here all day, but I really want to check out the new Webkinz website and see how it compares. Play. Okay. Ah! No, I like the other lady better. Ew, why does she have real teeth? What is this? This is so scary. It turns into like a Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, the houses are a little bit improved, which is nice. After adopting my Webkinz plushie, I found the most unexpected feature. What? You can breed your pets? We didn't ask for this. What's gonna happen? It's a lion and a dog. I don't have enough diamonds. I have to know what happens though. Am I about to pay real money to breed my lion and my dog? All right, let's breed our animals. Okay, it made a pink lion. How does that work genetically? You can also still earn a Crown of Wonder in this version, but with a new character. What? They got rid of Artie and replaced it with this panda girl? All right, let's see if the polar plunge is the same. Has it improved? Oh wow, it's exactly the same, but the weird like 3D graphics. Okay, why is it hard? Did they make some upgrades to this new website? Yeah. Do I like it better than the classic? No. We can't talk about tech products from our childhood without talking about the iPhone. This is the first version of the iPhone that was ever released. Released back in the day, it was $499, which with inflation, that's about $750 now. So this is a generation 1, but it's not sealed in the box, because if you want an iPhone 1 sealed in the box, that will cost you up to $100,000. So I kind of hacked the system here. We found an iPhone 1 box, bought the iPhone separately, and got a much better deal. I also have a brand new iPhone to compare it to. I thought it would be so interesting to see the side-by-sides. Wow, even the box has changed so much. All right, here we go. Ta-da. Oh my gosh, the pink is so cute. I think the first iPhone was only available in black. Let's open it up. Ta-da. Oh my gosh, it's so little. What? This thing is tiny. All right, we're gonna power these on and see how the software compares, because the hardware is pretty different. Ooh, okay, how do I power this one on is the question. The top button? Oh, there it is. I'm not gonna lie, that screen's pretty crispy. Might take a minute. I don't know if they always were this slow or if it's just, you know, been 18 years. It's alive! The slide to unlock, I forgot about that. Ooh, should we test the camera? Oh, is it only pictures though? I think it's only pictures. Selfie. Wow, that's not bad. I mean, this was like pretty high tech for its time, so I shouldn't be that surprised. This sound is really satisfying though. Ooh, YouTube. Top rated YouTube videos? What does that even mean? Most viewed? Can't connect. Why? Probably because these pages literally don't exist anymore. There's not a most viewed page. Back in 2007, there was no app store to go along with it. Here's our side-by-side. What is the same? The mail's pretty much the same. The phone. Safari's even changed their logo. That was a fun trip down memory lane. Also, I didn't just get one new iPhone. I got all of the new iPhones. Not for myself though. I am giving away every color of the new iPhone 15 when we hit 5 million subscribers. And for my non-Apple users, I also have 2 Galaxy S24s to give away. So make sure to hit subscribe if you want one of these phones, and we'll see how quickly we can get to 5 million subscribers. All right, our next piece of tech is the PlayStation 2. There is a very specific reason that I picked the 2 that I'll tell you in a little bit, but this little beauty launched in 2000. It originally cost $299. We paid $108 for this, and it comes with everything, I'm pretty sure. But I feel like we all have that gaming console that was like our childhood gaming console, and this is it for me. This is my whole childhood right here. This little thing was really cool at the time because it doubled as a gaming console, but it also played DVDs. And in comparison, we have a brand new PlayStation 5. Look at this thing. Is this not the most futuristic gaming console you've ever seen? This one just came out a few years ago, and this one is actually the digital edition, which basically means it doesn't have a slot for you to put a physical game disc. And like I said, there's a reason that I got these 2 specific PlayStations, and it's because we're gonna be playing the original Sims game. This launched in the year 2000. We're gonna be comparing the original Sims to the newest version of The Sims. Ah, it's working! Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. When this game launched, it cost $49.99, which that's a lot of money back then. We got this copy for $8 though. Welcome to the Scope family. Oh my gosh, we get to design the character, I forgot. The graphics are so bad. Personal, messy or neat. She's gonna be pretty outgoing. Oh, you're only allotted a certain amount of points, huh? Ugh, she's gonna have to be messy if I don't want her to be mean. The options to customize my Sims were so limited. There was only like 5 outfits, and honestly, my character just kept looking kind of scary. Wow, beautiful.
Dream guest on my podcast?
All right, I think we are done here. She's looking pretty good. In this version of The Sims, you start in your dream house with your dream spouse, but pretty soon you find out it was just a daydream. Okay, so here's our actual house that we live in. Wow, not quite as fancy as our mansion. I will be honest, I did use the motherload hack. Otherwise, this game takes so long to go to work every single day and slowly earn money. No, not gonna happen. Meanwhile, mom's just being useless over here. And she's making a mess. She just threw her trash right on the ground. Turns out I could spend hours playing this game even still. I'm really excited to see how the newest Sim graphics compare to this though. All right, time for PlayStation 5 Sims. Crazy thing about this new Sims is it's free, but then they want you to buy all the expansion packs, which can range from $5 to $40, depending on if you want just a few items or if you want like an entirely new game mode. We're just gonna play the original free mode and see how it goes. This controller's ridiculous though. Okay, here we go. I mean, already the home screen's a little bit nicer. You take an entire personality quiz to start the game, and based on that personality quiz, you get your own custom sim, and here's mine, isn't it? Whoa! The guy that it picked for me! Wow, look at the graphics though, compared to the old one. It's just a little bit better. I spent about 15 minutes just customizing my character because I didn't like the one that they gave me, but I easily could have spent way longer. Okay, I think her looks are done. Now I need to fix her outfit. Whoa. Ooh. Okay, I think she's ready. Wow, pick where your household will live. Can I pick any of them? Oh, you cannot afford this. Cabana. What is that outfit? That's literally not the outfit I picked. Wow, look at this place. I mean, it's very similar to the old game, but I'm gonna say there's a little bit more detail and you can zoom way in now. Look at that. And it kind of is seeming like the story mode is similar. Like I'm starting out in this house, at least I don't have a messy mom. Okay, does she have like a wardrobe so I can change her outfit? Yes, change outfit, okay. There's the one I picked for her. Go here. Go flirt with this guy. Wait, stop. He's fast. It's me and Tyler. He is so not into this conversation right now. What happens if I ask him to hang out? Is it too soon? Okay, did he say no? He doesn't want to hang out with me? This game is definitely complicated. I'll say that. There's a lot more options, a lot more controls, but I would say it's improved a little bit from the original Sims. It wouldn't be a video about products from our childhood without Lisa Frank. Lisa Frank started her company in 1979, making and selling little stickers of her drawings. She was only 24 years old. This company really took off and was a staple for many of us in the 90s and early 2000s. They're fun stationery, the cute, colorful characters. Unfortunately, there was a lot of drama in her personal life, I think, which led to a lot of issues within the company. At one time, they had this giant, beautiful warehouse out in Arizona, and apparently there's a fireproof vault with everything Lisa Frank has ever designed inside of it, and I want to go so bad. But for years, this warehouse has fallen into ruins. However, just in the last year or so, it seems like the Lisa Frank company is trying to make a comeback. There's some life again on their social media accounts. Lisa Frank actually collaborated with Crocs last year, and they've come out with a whole bunch of new products. But I wanted to find a product that's most similar to the old-fashioned stationery kits that we all know and love. Let me introduce you to one of the most expensive products in this whole video, a Lisa Frank kit. This is from 1989, but it literally looks brand new. This is awesome. This little desk set cost me $425. Yeah, not quite the value that it was back in the day. Here's what you get. A high quality desk blotter. I don't even know what that is. A notepad holder and paper, 6 pencils, and a cool pencil cup. Was it the smartest $500 I've ever spent?
Probably not.
But it's so cute. All right, from 2022, their big comeback year, we have a stationery kit that didn't cost me $500 and comes with a lot more. I found this one on Amazon for 25 bucks. All right, we've got a color and activity book, fold out storage case, which includes a giant sticker pad. Oh, this is like, oh, cute. Cute coloring pages. Is this a puzzle? It's multiple puzzles. All right, and then in this little pouch, 6 giant Lisa Frank themed crayons. Those are adorable. This might be the best $25 I've ever spent. So I found this eBay listing and they just have a ton of 90s Lisa Frank stickers, and you just get like a random pack of them for $68. Hopefully we got some good ones. Oh wow, they're definitely legit Lisa Frank. I want to use these immediately, but a part of me also feels like I shouldn't. Okay, let's look at these new ones in comparison. Wow, yeah, look at the peace signs then versus now. New versus old tigers. They're pretty similar. So did Lisa Frank improve over the years or did it get worse? Honestly, I feel like they kept everything that we know and love about the brand, but you get so much stuff for your money these days in these new kits, so I would say they've improved. After doing so much research on Lisa Frank, I thought to myself, what's the oldest possible art supply that I could possibly get? The answer is crayons. I went on eBay and I found a pack of crayons from 1949. What does that make these? 75 years old? In comparison, here's a pack from today. They did keep a lot of the branding the same with orange and green. Even the actual box, I think, is exactly the same. Back in 1949, this pack of crayons cost 75 cents, but we found them on eBay for $39.99. These new ones we found at Walmart for $2.84. And I'm interested to see if this is one of those situations where the original actually was better. Like, do the old crayons have more pigment than the new crayons? Let's find out. First of all, let's open these old crayons up. Wow. Okay, so they're not brand new. All right, and then our new ones. Wow. I mean, the colors look pretty similar. They're in a different order, and I have the irresistible urge to like order them to be exactly the same. I'm gonna do it. Okay, I got them as close as I think I could get them, but there are a few differences in the colors for sure. Like in this old pack, they have some metallic colors like silver and gold, which they don't include in the newer packs apparently. All right, let's side by side some of these colors. Let's start with blue-green just for fun. Here's our new one and the old one. Pretty similar, which is actually crazy considering how old these are. What about red? All right, new red, old red. I mean, the shades are definitely a little bit different, but the actual formula of the crayon is pretty much the same, I would say. So back in the day, 75 cents is equal to about $10 now, but these were only like 3. So Crayola has actually gotten more affordable. This next one I'm really excited about. I don't know if it's really an arts and craft. It is the Light Bright. This launched in 1967. I had one in the late 90s, early 2000s, and I loved this thing. So I'm really interested to see how it has changed from its original design to now, because they're still selling them. I present to you an original Light Bright from 1993. This thing is almost as old as I am. So this Light Bright cost $10 back in the day, which equivalent to today's money is like $100. So this was a nice toy. Here it is. It's even shaped like the old TVs and computers used to be shaped. Oh my gosh. Not a design that somebody started already in it. That's so funny. All right, let's get a new sheet on here. Okay, so they've already done some of the designs, but we have a bunch of the original designs that haven't been done. We could do a boat, snowman, house. So I want to do the butterflies. Question is this thing gonna turn on? It has a light bulb in it, but 3, 2, 1. Yes, our light bulb works. I feel like that light bulb is 30 years old. That's so funny. So now we put our little design paper on, and as you can see, there's a bunch of little letters that correlate to a color, and there's a little spike on the end. So you stab it into the paper. Ta-da! Our beautiful butterflies. Lights off. Light bright on. Wow! Cute! This brings back so many memories. Comment below if you had one of these when you were little. And now it's time to see how the new Light Bright compares. I present to you the 2023 Light Bright Touch. They do still make the original Light Bright. I just thought this was so crazy. We had to try it. This might be good for like little kids if you're worried about them literally eating the pegs. Cause I'm not gonna lie, this blue one is tempting. Tell me right now that doesn't look blue raspberry flavored. Oh, you can play games on it? What? It's doing something. Oh, this is game mode. Oh, I lost already. Okay, the games are fun for like 2 seconds, but Okay, if you push each button multiple times, it cycles through all the colors, which is kind of a pain if you mess up. Low-key, this like takes as long as the original Light Bright, but I feel like it's just not as satisfying. All right, lights off. Oh, he's kind of cute. I don't know very many kids that would sit here and do this. It was definitely more satisfying than I thought it would be. Original one is still superior. All right, but let's see how the new actual Light Bright compares. Of course, I had to get the Barbie themed one. They've done a couple different like collaboration themed Light Brights, and this one just looks so cute. Look at the design. I'm already so interested to see what this looks like because look how flat it is compared to this thing. Okay, here's the box. Oh my gosh, it's so little. Wow, it's quite a bit smaller. The pegs are definitely closer together. Okay, so our new Light Bright is actually battery powered. You don't plug it in. Okay, ready to see our design sheets? Ta-da! I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed by the decision to put the colors on the sheets instead of just a letter. It like ruins the surprise, you know? All right, which design should we do? Barbie, Barbie head, Barbie skate, Barbie skate. Look at the new pegs. They're tiny and the little spiky part is way longer now. That took so long. I will say the design looks really beautiful with the pegs closer together and smaller, but I don't like that the design was already on the paper. It's the equivalent of like getting a paint by numbers, but the color's already on it. Let's see when we light it up though, if it's any better. Lights off. Ta-da! I'm gonna be honest, I was expecting it to be brighter than that. Like, it's not that much brighter than the original one. It's cute and it was still fun, but is it better than the original? I don't know. Next up, we have toys from our childhood. It wouldn't be a vintage toy video without Furby. Originally launched in 1998 for $35. I must have had one of the first Furbies, because I definitely had one in the 90s. And I have an original Furby right here. We paid $209 for this thing. So if you have any Furbies from your childhood, they're worth money. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, he's so much smaller than I remember, but I guess I was smaller back then. This is so cool. He's free! Oh my gosh! And we've got possibly the weirdest start instructions I've ever seen. Turn me upside down, put your finger in my mouth, and press the reset button. Furby, wake up. Despite putting the batteries in and following the instructions, we could not get Furby to work, unfortunately. Well, we tried to troubleshoot, couldn't fix him, so I'm afraid we might have to donate him to the Long Furby Etsy sellers to make use of him. I have to show you something that I discovered. There's a whole group of people on Etsy that are selling custom Furbies. Terrifying custom Furbies. Like this one here is a sandworm. Furbies. Terrifying. They get worse. We've got Octobody Furby. I'm not gonna lie, this one's kind of cute. Here's a two-headed long Furby. Who thinks of this? Here's a giraffe one. That one's unique. There's no end to these either. Like, it's not just one seller. There's dozens of people making these long Furbies. So that's a fun little corner of the internet I thought I'd introduce you to. Anyway, our new Furby. So you can get these on Amazon for $50. New Furbies are kind of expensive. All right, here he is. Oh my goodness. It's very different. All right, let's see if this one comes alive. If it doesn't, I'll know that I'm just cursed. All right, let's get some batteries in this thing. Hello? I don't think I like how much this one talks. Hey, Furby.
Oh, Furby, hear you. Now we best friends forever.
Interesting.
Let's play.
Obviously, a lot of people complained that the original Furby is creepy, so it looks like they did their best to make it cuter.
I didn't hear when I...
Furby, stop talking.
Now say, dance party. Everybody loves you, Furby. Hey.
I didn't ask for this. If you lay it down, it goes into sleep mode.
Time for sheep count.
Great, he even talks in his sleep. I mean, there's definitely similar elements, but it's very different. All right, switching gears entirely to a product that I always wanted when I was little, moon shoes. Apparently these originally launched in like the 50s. They were made with actual metal springs in them. Turned out they caused a lot of injuries, which I don't think we're that surprised. And then eventually they released this style in the 2000s. Except I didn't really think this through when I ordered them, that they're made for children. So I'm a little bit nervous that I'm gonna put these on and they're just gonna immediately break, but we'll see. All right, so here's the platforms. Part where your foot goes in. Oh my goodness. This might take a minute to put together. I got it. I got it. Oh my gosh, is it gonna even work after all this? Good news, they made a new and improved version of moon shoes called Jump Shoes. These are from Amazon. They were $160. I'm hoping for that price, there's no assembly required for these. Ta-da, oh, and they're pink. This is what I'm talking about. This is like a middle-aged mom workout staple right now for some reason. I've seen so many TikTok videos of ladies in these. We'll see if they're any better than the moon shoes. The moment we've all been waiting for. Ah! Whoa, is that all you're supposed to do? Ah! They're not breaking. Oh, okay, I'm getting the hang of it. I feel like these are dangerous. I get why they're called moon shoes though, because it does kind of feel like almost zero gravity when you walk. Okay. The moon's not zero gravity?
No.
Oh. Let's see if the new version jumps any higher. Okay, I didn't realize how terrifying these actually are until I went to put them on. They're so tall. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's not so bad. Wow, they're actually pretty grippy. Oh my gosh. Wait, these are fun. Okay, I get it now. I could totally do an aerobics class in these. We gotta see how high I can jump, if I can get more air with these. Oh yeah. I feel like it's way bouncier than the moon shoes. For our next product, we're bringing back an old friend, the Sky Dancer. I tested this out in a previous video. These are from the 90s and early 2000s. At one point they got banned because they're literally dangerous. It's just very unpredictable of where it's going to fly and how fast. This thing was $140 to get it in its original packaging, but since the ban, the brand Hatchimals has actually come out with their own version that's supposedly safer. Let's open it up and see though. So this little thing was $28. Whoa, ta-da! And the reason this is so much safer, it is guided by your hands through a built-in sensor, which allows it to detect where your hands are and it hovers above your hand. That's really cool if it's true. All right, let's take her out of here. Similar sizing, but her wings are made of like a soft bendy plastic instead of the Sky Dancer's thick plastic one. So if it does hit you in the face, it's probably gonna hurt a lot less than this one. Our girl is charged, time to compare. I've kind of figured out the mechanisms of this one. If you pull it slowly, then she doesn't go as high. If you want her to go real high, oh! You just pull it fast. Still kind of unpredictable, still not the safest, so let's try this out. Ah! Lee, look out! Ah! Oh my gosh. Whoa! Ah! There's no way this is safer. Take two. Okay, here we go again. Lee, you gotta back up. Ah! There we go. She's powerful. Let's see if this helps. Launching her from her base. Wait, she's working! Okay, so she did work a little better when you launch her out of the actual base. I mean, I guess she's safer because there's like an automatic shut off when she hits someone or something, but oh! She hit the fan! I would not call this more user-friendly than the Sky Dancer. The new Sky Dancer's a little easier to use outside, but I definitely wouldn't call it much more controllable than the original.
Our next product is one you've seen before. This is the newest model of the classic childhood toy, the Easy Bake Oven. But I also have the very first Easy Bake Oven ever. And we even have some Easy Bake Oven mix from 1967. Is this gonna work? I don't know. So we paid $100 for this thing on eBay. The mix was $50. Wow. This thing looks like a real mini oven. The biggest difference between the old one and the new one is this old one, it's powered by a light bulb in here. That's what heats our little mini cakes. And it's also what caused so much chaos back in the day. It's quite dangerous because it gets pretty hot. First things first, let's plug this in and see if it even turns on. It works. If there has been one thing that hasn't disappointed in this video, it's the vintage light bulbs. They just last forever. Let's get our new Easy Bake Oven heating up as well. All right, in our new Easy Bake, we're gonna be making mini whoopie pies. For our vintage mix, I wanna make something somewhat similar so we can like compare them, you know? Oh my gosh, these are so cute. They're just, that smells bad. Oh, I'm scared. It smells like melting plastic. We're gonna hurry though. We're gonna make a vintage chocolate cake, assuming that this isn't like hardened over the years. I mean, to be fair, there's no expiration date on this. No way, it looks like cake mix. Just add water. Into the pan we go. Okay, I think it's all the way in. Now we wait 13 minutes. All right, now for our new Easy Bake. Wow, this comes with a lot more stuff. Mix into the bowl. Now we split this into 4 little dough balls and put them on our tray. And then we put that in the oven for 12 minutes. All right, our 60s cake is done. So I think we just push it through. Okay, and then it just sits right here on this cooling rack for another 10 minutes. New Easy Bake is done. This one only needs to cool for 5 minutes. Well, while that cools, should we check out our old cake? Oh my goodness, it actually cooked. I'm looking at the cake example on the box, and it looks like it was supposed to like puff up over the edge of the tin. Yeah, it clearly didn't do that. Oh, it's feeling kind of cakey. There's my cake slice. See how our new one turned out. All right, there we have it. Old versus new. I'm not gonna lie, the old one looks like an actual brownie. I'm pretty impressed that it cooked as much as it did, but now we have to taste test it. All right, the new one. Wait, that's so good. It just tastes like a brownie. The old one. All right, if you don't see me post a video next week, be concerned about me. Oh, it tastes bad. Like, kind of sour. It tastes how you'd expect 60, 70-year-old cake mix to taste.
It's time for one of the most expensive, the oldest, and the most terrifying vintage toy of the entire video. I'm gonna show you the new one first, because this is gonna blow your mind. Mickey plushies. The original Mickey plushies are absolutely terrifying. They first launched in the 1930s, and part of the reason that they're so scary is because the toy designers wanted them to have the features of a real mouse. We're gonna start with the oldest one. This thing was almost $400. Here he is. No. Oh my gosh. Why are his hands so big? Do you see what I mean by his mouse-like features though? 1930s Mickey versus 2024 Mickey. These things are also insanely expensive. If you want one in better condition, thousands of dollars. Oh, he stands. That's terrifying. Okay, so this next one is a little bit newer. It's a Mickey from 1940, possibly equally, if not more terrifying. And this one costs $125. Are you ready? Oh, I don't know if I'm ready. Oh my gosh. This thing's actually gonna kill me. What? Part of what makes this even more terrifying is the fact that it's like the size of a literal toddler. No offense if you had one of these growing up, but I feel like this should never have happened. Let me know which one you think is worse.
It's not like a parrot, like someone didn't make it as a joke?
No, it's real. Wow, it's awful.